Hey guys, it's the SG Flixters
Hello.
back with our first movie review of Dune.
Woo.
We just came back from watching Dune, and I feel like I just been through an experience like learning the lore of Dune and like all the different houses, and both of us went into this movie not knowing much about the Dune.
Yeah, we didn't read up about it.
Yeah, we had no
Not that
idea
much.
what was it about. Only from the trailer, what we saw was what we knew, all we knew about it. So I feel like now that we've dipped our toe into the Dune universe, it seems to be quite interesting to continue learning more about the Dune.
Considering reading all 14 books.
Wow. This is a non-spoiler review. Firstly, about the story. I think the story was good, but since it's based on the book, I don't know how accurate is it to the book, Like, this is just part one. I don't know how many parts. 2 parts?
I think it's meant to be 2 parts. It's like the first half of the first book.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I thought the story was pretty good, but I felt there was some issues with the pacing.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, it started a bit slow. Then in the middle was like a big, exciting scene, and then after that it ended very slowly. It just tapered off.
Yeah, I agree. Like, I felt it had it was slow, then there'd be an action scene, and then it will slow down again, and then there were like peaks and troughs.
This movie felt to me like Star Wars meets Mad Max Fury Road. If you guys know what I mean. Yeah. I mean, from our comment section on the trailer reaction, we found out that Star Wars was inspired by Dune and not the other way around. Yeah, but he had a lot of the Star Wars-y elements and a lot of Mad Max Fury Road elements that I felt.
Yeah, but there were like the stylistics of like the universe of it was its own. It didn't feel like a copy or that somebody had copied it. Maybe Star Wars took inspiration from them, but it did feel like it was its own universe. Like the planets, how they look, the machinery, it was like their own. That's how I felt. I'm actually more curious to read the book now to see how things were described.
Yeah.
Yeah, how true
Maybe
it is
I
to
might
the
give
book.
it a go as well. Moving on to the action, quite a few action scenes. There's quite a few action scenes and they were quite exciting. A lot of fighting.
And some of also the interaction between the characters. I felt that there were a lot of dramatic pauses
Oh.
when they were zoom in on them and then pan out to something else. So that was, I thought it was a little bit much. To me, it slowed the movie down.
But what do you think about the action?
I didn't think it was too long. I think my criticism of most action movies is that it drags too long. But for this one, I didn't feel it dragged too long. It's like it was to the point. Like the action was there for a reason.
Okay.
Yeah, and it didn't feel gratuitous. Just for the viewership. But it's like, oh, we needed that scene, that fight scene. To tell the story.
To tell the story.
Yeah,
to
and it
move
was
the story
it was
forward.
long. It was just right,
Just to let you guys know, we didn't discuss this movie at all after watching it. So this is the first time we're actually listening to each other's opinions about the movie.
Yeah.
That's quite interesting. The CGI was quite good. I felt like I wasn't watching anything that didn't look real. Like all the graphic animations looked pretty real to me. Yeah, like the flying, the spaceships. And all the action scenes that were happening, even the big giant worm that came off of the ground, they all look pretty realistic. Yeah, the CGI was very well done.
Yeah, but I'm curious now. This is not about the CGI, but the scenery was amazing.
Oh yeah, the scenery was another big aspect of this movie.
You don't see that in the trailer. I don't remember seeing that in the trailer. The sand and how they got the camera angles and all was just amazing. It made me want to go to a desert.
Like the spice in the sand, right? It was like glowing and glittery in their hands.
That's probably CGI.
Yeah. But yeah, that was very nice. Was it in Abu Dhabi? Did they film it in Abu Dhabi?
We probably should research this. But it wasn't the ending credits. Abu Dhabi and Norway. Yeah.
One thing I like about the CGI was how well they made the eyes of the Fremens.
Oh yes.
Their eyes were so blue. Like you watch other movies that had similar kind of effects like Mortal Kombat. When they showed Raiden's eyes blue, it looked so CGI and so fake and like, what is this? What are they doing?
And it didn't look like contact lenses.
Yeah, it was like they really had blue eyes. It was quite fantastic how they did the eyes. So that really caught my attention.
It really looked like they had blue eyes, and it was like, and it tapered out to the whites of the eyes.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I don't know whether you noticed that.
A bit, yeah, I did.
Yeah, but I was like, wow. How did they do this? I want
So
to be a graphic
pretty.
designer.
Finally, we're talking about the acting in the movie. The acting was pretty good all around. Yeah, like Timothée Chalamet as Paul Atreides. At first, I didn't really like his character. I felt like he was a bit lukewarm for me. But as the movie went on, he started to grow on me.
Yeah, he didn't have much of a oomph.
Like a presence at the start, but then I felt like he started to build up as the movie went along.
So yeah, it was good character development.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he carried that through, I felt.
Yeah, and how he interacted with his mother, Rebecca Ferguson, as Lady Jessica. Yeah, I think that was pretty good. I found Lady Jessica's portrayal quite powerful. Like, she was a strong woman, she could hold her own, she could fight, she wasn't like passive.
And I think Rebecca Ferguson played the part really well.
I especially liked Oscar Isaac's portrayal of Duke Leto Atreides. I think Oscar Isaac has to be one of my favorite actors currently. Yeah, I love his performances in like Ex Machina, and he also acted in Star Wars, and he also acted in X-Men Apocalypse. He was Apocalypse in X-Men. I don't think you remember all that. Yeah, but he has this very commanding presence. Like, he's very confident, but he's also very soft at the same time, like caring.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, I noticed that about this, like the father.
Yeah.
The father figure in this.
Like, he's leading his people, but he also cares for them greatly. He's not like a tyrant or anything.
And even with the son.
Yeah.
You know, like giving him the interactions between them was very
strong
yet caring.
Strong yet caring, yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. Then on the other side of the coin, there is House Harkonnen. Harkonnen. Who's led by Baron Vladimir Harkonnen, who's played by Stellan Skarsgård.
Yeah, the baddie.
Ooh, the baddies. I liked his performance. His performance was pretty good. They made him big.
The CGI.
And then he could fly. Then he could float around. So that was pretty interesting, seeing such a big guy floating around the set. Dave Bautista as lausur Rabban, the nephew of the Baron. I felt like he was a serviceable character. He was not like anybody could have played the character. They just wanted a big face, you know. But yeah, his performance didn't really stand out to me.
Maybe
and there was not much of him also in the.
He might have a bigger role.
In the second part.
Yeah.
Yeah, but for the first part, not really. So some of the other minor characters, okay, not really minor, but Jason Momoa as Duncan Idaho. Wow, what a badass, right? He was like single-handedly like. He's such a badass in the movie. He gives me the vibes of Aquaman, and we didn't watch Game of Thrones, but he was like a major character in season 1 of Game of Thrones as well. And yeah, he was also this badass. So I think Jason Momoa plays badasses very well. He's like the Rock of badass.
But did it feel like Aquaman fighting?
It felt more like the Game of Thrones version
of,
you know, he was like Khal Drogo in Game of Thrones. So yeah, it was quite epic. His scenes are quite epic, so it's something to look forward to, you know. And we have to mention the worm in the movie because it's such a major part of Dune, right? Like the worm. I don't want to spoil anything, but the scene in the middle of the movie, there was like this major scene that my bum was like clenched the entire time. Like, it was so tense. I'm not going to spoil anything, but you know which part I'm talking about.
I felt like every part where the worm was going to come was very like intense.
Yeah, but the first time we see the worm.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, that was like, oh my god. I didn't expect to have this kind of reaction during the movie, you know, like, yeah, so I think the worm was quite amazing.
And the CGI, of course.
Yeah, the CGI was fantastic. The worm really looked scary and threatening, and you can feel the pressure and the tense atmosphere whenever the worm is arriving, you know. Alright guys, so that's about the end of our spoiler-free review of Dune.
Are we gonna rate it?
Okay, let's rate it. I would give it 3 out of 5 popcorn.
Only 3, yeah.
Yeah, I think 1 popcorn is because of the pacing. I didn't really enjoy the pacing
So
at
you
the end of the
-1?
movie. Yeah, so that was -1. And then the other point was, I don't know whether it's the theater's issue, but the sound was very loud to the point I couldn't hear some of the words that the characters were saying. Like some scenes were so loud that I can see the character's mouth moving, but I can't hear what they are saying. Yeah, so I don't know if you had that issue.
I did, but I wasn't sure whether it was... It could have just been the accent. Like, we're just so used to reading subtitles, you know.
That's true, that's true. But I still give it 3 upon 5 popcorns. How about you?
I would give it a 4, yeah.
Oh, 4 popcorns?
4 popcorns out of 5.
Okay, what is the one missing popcorn?
Because the pacing definitely made it lose a popcorn for me.
The pacing?
Yeah. But other than that, I thought the story was good. How they put all the elements together was good.
The CGI was fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything looked real.
Yeah, the acting was good.
Yeah.
I thought there was good character development.
Action scenes were well placed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm minusing a popcorn because of the pacing.
For the pacing.
Yeah.
Okay guys, thanks for watching our review of Dune, and look out for our spoiler review coming out soon.
Okay, bye.
Bye guys.